up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex, and you're watching the Ragin Ronin review. I got a review for you. Last night I saw The Infiltrator, and The Infiltrator is a true crime story from director Brad Furman. It stars Bryan Cranston, John Leguizamo, Diane Kruger, Benjamin Bratt, and also Yoel Vasquez. Now, this is a true crime story, and I really enjoy true crime stories, and it is about the biggest drug bust of the 1980s, and it involves taking down not just drug traffickers, but also the big empire which is involved in this giant money laundering scheme. And it's about undercover cops. So in a way, it's kind of like Donnie Brasco, but instead of taking down the Italian mafia, we're talking about taking down these drug kingpins that are operating out of Florida. So I guess that would be, you know, Colombian drug lords or something like that. But anyways, so this is a story about undercover cops, and Bryan Cranston plays Robert Mazur, along with his partner John Leguizamo, or who's played by John Leguizamo, and they go undercover and deep undercover and try to infiltrate the drug world, not by following the drugs, but by following the money. So, you know what? This is a true story, and it's about the taking down of this empire, so we know what the result is, but what we're trying to find out is how they get there. And that is where the intensity comes in, because we're I guess thrown into this really scary and vicious world of these drug people, these people involved in this dangerous business, and it gets dangerous at times. But what really makes this film great is Bryan Cranston's performance. He puts on a great performance as his character and also as his undercover character. It's very believable. John Leguizamo also very delightful to watch. They play their roles really well, and we are just seeing or rather put into situations where they're very confident about their jobs, but at the same time it gets very scary, and it gets intense at times because we're dealing with some very scary people, and we get to see that when we watch it on film. I mean, we also got Benjamin Bratt there, who plays the, you know, that one of the top guys, and you know, he doesn't look like a scary guy, but you know that deep down inside that some of the scariest guys don't actually show how scary they are. So he puts in a great performance. You know, everybody does a great job in this film. All the acting is on point, and it makes every scene very believable. Brad Furman, I think he does a decent job directing the film, but one of the things that I have a problem with is that everything else that isn't in, like, I guess a scene having to do with undercover operation is not really that interesting. It's only really interesting is when they are undercover. Everything outside of that is not that interesting. And it's a bit clunky at the beginning. You know, you're not really sure what is going on at the beginning. It moves along very fast, but once we get into the undercover operation, once it starts, it is pretty intense. And I really like that about this film. The only thing about this film that really could be improved is that we don't get to see a whole lot of how truly scary this world is. I mean, we get to see it, but, you know, were they really in that much danger? You know, I'm sure in real life they were, but I think that they didn't show enough of that. It didn't show the visceral nature of this world that they're in. It didn't show, you know, all the scary things that could happen. I mean, we did see a lot of it, but it just didn't feel like, you know, enough happens in a way, all right? I didn't feel that much, I guess, worry about what happens to the characters. They play their parts very well, very boldly, very confidently, and I felt like they had everything under control. So it just feels like, I guess there wasn't enough danger, even though there was. Like, if I'm going to compare this to a film like, I guess, Donnie Brasco, it felt like Donnie Brasco had more at stake than these other guys. But anyways, it's still a very enjoyable film. If you're into true crime stories, this is a good film to watch. And also, you know, I think a lot of people will enjoy this because it does get pretty intense. And it's all comes down to the acting. They do such a great job. Watch it for the performances and watch it for the crazy situations that they get themselves in. I'm going to give this film a 7 out of 10. And 7 out of 10, it's a pretty decent film. And if you're interested in how it all went down, check this film out. The Infiltrator, 7 out of 10. Anyways, that's all I gotta say in this video. I will have more reviews for you guys, so make sure you stay subscribed. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. $1 million with their production budget. That is a very small number, and what they were able to present to us was something that is pretty extraordinary.